Okay, guys, this is standing gentle class. We work on balance and strength. So we'll never get down on the floor or on a mat. For today's class, you're just going to need a couple of weights, maybe a light set of weight, medium set of weight, and something to slide on at home. If you don't have anything to slide on at home, that's okay. You can just lift your foot up instead or keep your foot on the ground and move it out to the side as you will see shortly. All right, guys. See if I can get my music to connect to my watch. Apparently it's not. I'm trying to turn having technical difficulties here today. Oh, you know what it is? This is the radio. No wonder. No wonder it wasn't working. It was the radio on. Ah. All right, guys. Now that I got the music set up right. My name is Stephanie. I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome in. Yeah. Let's start with some shoulder rolls. And then let's reverse the shoulder rolls the other way. All right, let's just march in place. Going at your pace, your speed, your comfort. That's what this is all about. If there's anything that I say, let's try, let's do, and you say, no, but I've got a thing, just either skip it or find something else that you know you do like and you can get a benefit out of it. Let's go a little higher with those knees. So here we're working strength of the hip flexors, right? As we're pulling up, we're getting a little core strength. We're also activating the glutes. Every time you stand on one leg, even for a half a second, you got to engage the glutes, especially the glute medius. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're gonna bring the arms up overhead. Inhale, stretching through this core spine, pull the belly in, and then exhale, lower back down. So reaching arms out and up, pull in belly, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Inhale, reach, exhale. Inhale, reach, and exhale. And last one, inhale, reach, and exhale. Let's do a little twisting. So feet about hip width distance or shoulder width apart, wherever you're comfortable, and just gently rotate your upper torso from side to side. Alrighty, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to turn your toes out and go a little wider with your feet to what we would call second position. Those that maybe done ballet before would know this to be second position plies. You're going to just bend the knees a little bit and bring the arms back out. You go down as low as comfortable for you. Ideally, in this first round, we're keeping the heels and the toes down. This whole class you can do with shoes or without shoes, all based on your preference. As we'll do no jumping, none whatsoever. Don't even ask for it because it's not happening. You can jump on your own time, yes? 1 more, and let's sit down low here. Arms are going to come open. You're going to take the palms up and down. Now, if you need to take a break in those legs, you just straighten them, okay? But as you know, we're trying to build some strength in the legs. With the knees open, you're actually getting into those inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, And 1. Relax the arms, straighten the legs. Now keep your feet in place and just squeeze your bum. That's easy enough, right? Just a butt squeeze. Say hello, glutes. Glutes are very, very important in everything from climbing stairs to getting in and out of your car, walking, standing on one leg. Glute, 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 and more glute. But also kind of is like that midpoint, right? It's the midpoint. It's your center of balance. It's your center of gravity. It's responsible for a lot of things. And sometimes knee pain or back pain can be a result of weak glute. So if you ever have an issue, go to strengthening butt and see if you get improvements. Not that it's the answer for everything, but that's usually where I start. Bring your feet back in and shake out the legs. So now we're going to do a high knee and twist. So we're going to twist, keeping the spine up tall, not crunching down. And you're going to bring the opposite knee up towards that elbow. You can go fast or slow. The slower you go, the harder it is though, because it requires more balance. It's great for you golfers out there. Twisting motions. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax your arms, shake them out. Shake, 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 Sonora. Isn't that how it goes? Shake it all the time, shake. And I don't say the words right. Usually I've got the words all wrong on all songs, so it's okay. My boyfriend always says, I gotta buy you a book of lyrics. Because you don't know any of the lyrics for any of the songs. You know all the songs, you just don't know any of the lyrics. I said, I know. All right, so we're gonna do W's to Y's. So your elbows are out a little bit from your body, and then you're gonna reach the arms up like you're doing the YMCA. Now, depending on how this feels for you today, would depend on whether you're gonna add weight. Okay, so kind of pay attention to what's happening in the shoulder. We're working this upper part here, the frontal area as well. Warming up the shoulders. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Next is going to be a good morning. Say, hello, wake up, hamstrings. So your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. They're soft knees, okay? So not locked out, a little soft. And you're going to hip hinge. I think about taking my butt back, keep the spine straight, and fold down till you feel a little stretch in the back of the legs, and then come back up. I sometimes even like to have my hands right there on my hips, looking for that little bit of stretch in the back of the legs. If you don't feel a stretch, it could be your knees are too bent. If you feel a lot of stretch, it could be that your hamstrings are really tight. Hey, what do you know? Here you're working your lower back. You're working your core because you're trying to keep the spine flat. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's grab your lightest weights that you've got. So go pick up a set. I've got 3s, but if you need lighter, there's some 1s in the basket. There's some 2s in the basket. We're going to start with a bicep curl overhead press. So it looks a little bit like this. You're going to bend the elbows, bring the weights to the shoulders, strong stomach, tighten up those abs, press up over the head, then bring them back down slow and return to center. There we go. Press it up. Nice, slow control 1. Press it up. Control 2. Now, if you have trouble with overhead press, you maybe just do the bicep curl, skip the press. There's 3. Or maybe you just press to here, yeah? maybe 4. This is 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. You're going to widen the stance to about shoulder width apart, and we're going to squat. So toes are going to be forward. You're going to bring the weights inside your thighs as pretend you're just going to put down something really heavy, and then come back up. Okay, you can go down lower if you feel ready for it this early in the AM. I'm still waking up, so I'm going to modify just with a half squat or a baby squat. So the deeper you go, the slower you go, and that's perfectly fine. So you may go at different paces, that's fine. Which is why I normally don't really do a lot of counting. I just give you 4 more to go. That way you can work at your own level pace. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little more breathing. This is cardio, by the way. 4 more. 3. You can check your watch if you have it on. Your heart rate should be elevated. And 1. All right, we're going to those WYs. So we did this earlier, where you hit the W and Y. I like the palms up in it, but you place your hands to wherever is comfortable for you. If this 3 pounds is too much, you start getting a tinge in the shoulder, put them down and do it without. Here we go. Press it. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, yes, 1. Pretty good stuff there, right? All right, relax those arms. You're going to take a step out to the side, bend your knees, and then come back to center. Now, you're going to put the weights right here on the shoulders, and the objective is kind of a weird one. Normally you do this, kind of like this, right? But I want you to step out to the side, and then we're going to try to do a 4 count. 4, 3, 2, 1, bringing that foot in slow, working that balance, okay? Go. Step out to the side, and then we go 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I didn't make it, right? Here we go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. My body got smarter. And we go 4, 3, 2, 1. Out to the side. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Out to the side. And 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's try the other side. So go slow. If you got to bring the foot in fast the first time, that's normal. But each time you go, see if you can get a little bit better. Out to the side, and 4, 3, 2, 1. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Good fight. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2. We got 1 more to go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up is going to be some bicep curls. So if this is what you normally use for curls, stay there. Otherwise, change them out to something heavier. Most people usually do go up in weight when you do just a bicep curl. We're going to take the palms forward for these curls and keep the elbows tucked in. I want you to soften your knees, tighten up the core. You're going to breathe in, and then when you pull them up, you're going to exhale. So here we go. Going at your pace, breathing out when you pull up. And if the weights are a little light for you, you can just pretend they're heavier and squeeze the biceps a little bit more. So I can actually get quite a good workout without even going up in weight, just by doing a pretend, right? It's heavy, and I'm squeezing. So I can do it with no weight, and I can still feel the bicep burn because I'm squeezing there. Smiling and loving it. Gonna have the tank top arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Woo, we're going to bend over and row. So you're going to have your feet about shoulder, hip width of distance apart. You're going to bend the knees. I'm going to turn to the side so those at home can see. Hinge flat back. You're going to then bend the elbows, bringing the weights more towards your waist or hip bones, and then lower back down. Once again, you exhale when you pull. 1. Exhale. Exhale. Neck nice and long. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. 3. Moving at your pace. If you go faster, that's fine. If you got heavier weights, you're maybe going slower. Yeah, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Just come up to standing. We're going to do calf raises. So we're going to come up on the balls of the feet and back down. So this is a great exercise for strengthening those ankles. If you can see your feet at all, you want to watch that the ankles don't roll out or roll knock in. So you're trying to get right centered on the ball of the foot. At the ankles going straight up. Maybe each time you go, maybe you can hold a little bit longer, like a ballet dancer. And 1 more. Nice job. Excellent. Shake out those legs. All right, you're going to put one of these weights down, especially if it's heavy. You're going to hold on to the edge like this. We're going to row our boat doing a figure 8. So you're going to row doing a twist and row, do a twist. Row. Congratulations, exercise ring closed in studio. That means you must have started a long time ago, right? Maybe you walked before you got here, rode your bike in, eh? And I know you're just so excited to get to that slider. You're like, what did we get ourselves into with a slider? Oh, you're gonna love it. Coming up next, on a little commercial, right? Coming up next, we're gonna do the slider exercise. All righty, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to change out your weight for your slider. You just need 1. And if you don't have 1, it is okay. Now, if you know you really struggle with balance, I want you to go either to the wall or come up to the bar, put a fingertip down, because what you're going to do is stand on one leg. You're going to put the slider on the other toe, keeping both legs straight. You're going to rond de jambe, being in front, out to the side, and all the way behind. I want you to squeeze your bum in the back and then bring it back forward. Now, you might be able to do it with no hands, right? If you don't have a slider at home, you just lift your foot up a little bit and do it in the air. It's a great way to clean your floors as well. So, you can put down a little towel and a little spray cleaner, clean your floor, and then move to the next section when you switch legs, okay? Ideas everywhere. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change legs. You should see what I can do with 2 sliders and a clean floor. Oh my God. Here we go. Sweeping the leg. You know, because cleaning hurts my back, right? I can't mop. It kills me. So I clean on with stuff on my feet and like a little skater. Yeah. You gotta get creative sometimes. Or you just pay somebody. Or more. 3, which I do that too. 2, but I clean the floors too this way. Get my exercise in. And 1. Excellent job. Okay, so those in here look really strong. I don't know how you are at home, but we're going to try this and see what you think. If you need to put a hand on the bar or on the wall, please do so. You're going to bring the one leg behind on the slider's back here, and you're just going to bend your standing leg and come back up. Now, if you don't have a slider, you can just put the foot and you just bend that back knee, okay? But if you have the slider, the same sort of action, right? Go down as low as comfortable for you. Some of them in studio are going down into splits, I tell you, and coming back up. But you can just start easy. 4 more counts. 3, 2, and 1. You know what that means, other side. Little bend, sliding the leg back, or just keeping it on the floor, doing little bends. 1, moving at your pace and length. Takes a lot of focus and concentration to do this. However, both feet are still on the ground. It's great. You have 4 more to go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. You're going to go back to getting your light weights, giving the legs a break. Light weights. You're going to bend the elbows, creating a 90-degree angle. And then you're going to sweep them out to the side. This is a bent arm lateral raise. I feel like my arms are in a body cast. Or not a body cast. My arms are in a cast. Body cast would be my whole body. You're going to bring them out to the side and lower back down. Out to the side and lower back down. You're trying to move the weight as well versus just the elbows. Once again, moving at your pace. You can either go slow or fast. I always like to go slow and see about holding it for a half a second at the top, because that's where your work is done. The work isn't really done down here. Probably you're getting some work, getting a little bicep isolation here. Good stuff. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. You're going to put down 1 weight. I'm going to show you the exercise. I think you guys all in studio could probably go to that medium-sized weight. You're going to bring it up over your head with the elbows bent at that 90-degree angle. I feel like I make a diamond shape. And then we're going to bring the arms to one side, touch the top of your head with your forearm, and then switch slow control. I've affectionately called this the princess crown, because I imagine that I have that tiara on the top of my head and I'm passing over it. Of course, then I'm accidentally crushing it, but that's okay. We're passing over our crowns. Now, I know if you're a guy, it's your king crown. But since a lot of people that come to my class are the ladies, we call it the princess. All right, how'd that feel? Pretty okay? Mm-hmm. What? No, it's mostly bicep and shoulder. Yeah, most of it, you're gonna get a little bit there, but your biceps are doing most of the work here in the shoulder. You're getting a stretch here in the back and the serratus anterior and the lats, but it's not the same as like doing a lat pull down type of thing. Now, what we can do is we can go stay with the same weight, or we can go lighter, but we're gonna do it on one leg. Oh boy. So you're gonna pick a leg up. Go slow, see what you can do. Now, the heavier the weight, the more strong your core has to be. And if you can't lift the leg up, that's okay, just the toe. Putting the toe down on the ground, you're at least aiming to get there. And then maybe you can lift your toe up for half a second, put it back down, and just see. You'll notice though, you've got to move those arms slowly. Now you might start to really feel it in the biceps. Try the other leg. Try the balance. Because what it does is it throws weight onto one side and you've got to fight it. Couple more. And relax. All right, so you're just gonna put your weights down. We're gonna get back to the legs. We're gonna do side steps. So you're gonna start on one side, you're gonna bend your knees. You're gonna step out to the side. I want you to lead with your toe. Land on the heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, versus taking a step and landing on your heel. Because what that's gonna do is that's gonna turn your toe out. We wanna land with the toe first. Toe first. Yeah, when you run out of space, go the other way. Now, the more bent your knees are, the more challenge it is. Okay, so you make up your mind on how low you go, but you imagine that the ceiling just dropped down and you've got to slide underneath that ceiling, picking up the feet, doing lateral side steps, and then other way. Maybe about 4 or 5 to each side is what I feel like you guys in the studio can do before somebody runs into a wall. We've got somebody in studio that got creative and I love it. They added a slider to their one sliding leg. They're taking a side out and sliding in, working that inner thigh adductor muscle, which is another great exercise. Thanks for doing it. All right, if you guys want to try that, you're gonna step out, slide it in, step out. Just know that the slider's got to be on the one that's dragging in, okay? Versus the sliding out one. It's just safer. You can do it both ways, but I like to do the drag in. That way you get that inner thigh work. So stepping on the solid foot, dragging, sliding. By the way, that is a dance exercise. Those that don't know, I was a professional ballroom and Latin dancer. And so one of the things in like a waltz or a foxtrot, you would take a large side step and then drag that foot in. And so that's the same application. The only difference is there's a rising action. Takes a lot of balance. All right, guys. After you finish that up, go ahead and finish out your sides. When you're ready, come back to center. If you need a wall for support for balance, we're going to do standing fire hydrants. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to turn to the side. You're going to soften both knees and you're going to bring one toe behind you and lift it. You're going to bring the leg out to the side but slightly back versus out to the side and forward. Okay, so you're thinking kicking back. You can always come up to the bar, guys. You're kicking back and back and back. And you can do it with no hands, right? But I would rather you focus on getting good glute work in this and hold on even if it's a fingertip. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Flip it over, other side. Use the other finger on the wall or on your counter, and we kick it out and back. You want to feel that booty work right there. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Come back to center stage. We're going to do going back to squats. Squats are really good and important. So you want your feet about shoulder width apart, toes forward, but it can even be a little more narrow of a stance if you feel stronger this way. You're gonna take your butt back, weight to the heels, and bend your knees, strong stomach. And I want you to see how low can you go and come back up. That's it. Nice slow control. 2. I want you to feel your booty doing a lot of work on when you're down low, a lot of butt work to help lift you up. So actively focus with your brain cells. Brain cells have to tell the butt to work. Otherwise, it may not work. It may just be your knees and thighs. And I'm asking for the toes to be forward so you can get there. Your toes are out, it's going to go into your inner thighs, and it's not going to be there until you stand up. Couple more. You guys sweating yet? Okay. Well, I'm sweating. So good to know a little bit. Anybody else sweating or not yet? Do I need to amp it up? Are we doing okay? And this is just gentle enough? Is this too hard, too easy? Let me know. This is my first time doing this class for you guys. Good? All right, let's shake it out. Let's take a side bend break. So bring your left hand to your hip, right hand up into the air. Bring your feet about hip width distance apart. We're going to pull the belly button in and do a little bend. Looking for a stretch in the side. And change. Reaching, belly in, lengthen, and a little side bend. Let's go one more time. Each side, a little side bend. And coming back to center, reach up and side bend. All right, next up, we're going to do straight leg lifts behind you. So once again, if you need to hold on to the wall or come to the bar, you can put both hands on or one hand on. But I'm going to invite you to bend over as much as possible with a flat spine, meaning that I'm going to point one foot behind and I'm going to bend over, stomach strong, and then I'm going to lift the leg. Okay, so you can do this without hands, but I'm going to tell you it is way harder. So you may want to go ahead and touch a counter, wall, a ledge, come up to the bar. It's okay. Don't fight often enough to worry about it. Nobody laugh. Everybody's focusing. 4 more. 3, 2, and change legs. You can turn around to use the other hand if you need. Hinging down, strong flat back, and kick the leg up straight, trying to keep the body long. Control, you should feel it in your hamstring and in your glute. You're also working the back and working the core. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Gonna grab your light weights. We're going to do straight arm raise in an L shape. So what that means, you're gonna bring your right hand in front and your left hand to the side, and you're gonna lift them up to an L. Now, I'm just gonna go mini, but if you wanna bring them all the way up to chest height, by all means. Okay, we're gonna stay on one side the whole time. We're gonna do 8 on each. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Gonna flip it, left hand in front, right hand to the side, and we lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh yeah, 7, shoulder work, and 8. Here we go, we're gonna bend over and do our skis. Anybody know what a ski jumper looks like? You bend your knees and you're gonna bring the arms back. Arms will go straight up and straight down. When you're doing this, you want your stomach in strong, shoulders away from your ears, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze. Exhale, squeeze. squeeze, 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 squeeze. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Nice job. All right, bicep curl overhead press. Once again. Now, because this is a balance class, let's try to do 4, but standing on 1 leg. Now you can just put the toe down, okay? If you need the extra support balance. But if you can lift the leg up high, that's where I want you to go. We're gonna bicep curl, overhead press, and return. We're gonna do 4 right here. This is 3. 2. And 1. Now change your leg. Once again, you can just keep the toe down or you can lift it up high. We're gonna bicep curl, overhead press, find your 1 focal point. That's 1. 2. 3. Last one. 4, 4. Yeah. All right, put your weights down. We're gonna hip circle. So you're gonna bring your right foot out behind you and we're gonna just do the 1 leg. So we're gonna bring it forward, in and across, up and around, and tap, okay? Here we go. 1, if you need to hold on, hold on. But we're gonna try to hold this balance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. So we're gonna go up, around, and point behind and to the side. 2. And as you get more strength, you're gonna try to make it just a little tap, no touch, actually foot down. What number are we on? 6? Good for you. 7, you've blacked out just like I do. And 8, if you have no idea what number it is, it's okay, because I do the same thing. I'm like, I have no idea. I'm just focusing on the burn. All right, guys, let's take a stretch. So you can go wide legs, soften your knees, bring your hands down to the floor. Once you get down there, you can go as deep as you like with the legs as straight as you like. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in and exhale out. And one more time, deep breath in and exhale out. Rise to stand. Bring the legs a little closer together, shake them out, and pretend you're on a vibrating machine and just shake your whole body. Shoulder rolls. Clasp the hands up over your head and take them back behind for a stretch in the chest and shoulders. And then behind, interlace the fingers, palms touch, squeeze your shoulder blades together, knuckles go down first, and then you can lift them up. Only to your level. Be free. And release. Quick front thigh stretch. So hold on to something if you need it. Grab a hold of your foot. You can also make this a balance exercise. Once you get there, see if you can let go. And change. Grab a hold of your foot. Front thigh stretch, knee towards the floor, hip going forward, and make it a balance exercise if you're ready. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming.